attention, ecclesiasticism, or the ecclesiastic or cult aspect. And the ecclesiastical aspect really didn't develop until around 325 AD, 325 years after Christ. Now we're beginning to see the manifestation, or this spirit of the mystery religions manifest in ecclesiasticism during the time of Constantine. And there we begin to see how it begins to take a form. Now, this word ecclesiasticism, it's a word that we're familiar with because it's a form of Ekklesia. But it's actually the Latin version. You'll notice that there are C's instead of K's. But this is a system now that places man's hand upon the Word of God. We know that man placed his hand on the biblical text. We can see that man affected the biblical text in the very formation of it, because how many books are in your Bible? 6. Well, we know the number of man is 6. In the Hebrew scriptures, how many books do we have in the Hebrew scriptures? Meaning the what you call the Old Testament. How many books? How about 22? We're used to saying 39. We've talked about that.
Right.
We're used to saying 29. Well, we know 22 is a perfect number of God because there are 22 Hebrew letters. Okay? So we see that God builds his Hebrew text on the letters of the Word of God. So 22 is what we call a complete acrostic. That's not our study tonight. I threw that in there free. Amen. Amen. So again, now I want you to focus on this word here, ecclesiasticism, or the ecclesiastical. Now, ecclesiastical relates to a church or an institution, more so an institution. This is where we begin to see the church evolve into an institution. Remember, early on in the church, they were going from house to house. For a short time, they met in the synagogues. But then they could no longer meet in the synagogues for persecution. So now they moved